So guys, the crypto markets are trading sideways right now. Altcoins are actually pumping, and there's a lot of mixed sentiment around altcoins and if altcoin season is going to be happening. And more likely, yes, it's going to be happening in March. Everything is still primed up. Multiple cycles have been telling us this, and we've been keeping up with indicators to know exactly when liquidity is going to be shifting back. And right now, I want to pretty much talk to you guys through a few specific charts, the sentiment around altcoins, exactly where we could be going in the next few weeks, and exactly what you should be doing. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey since the beginning of 2023, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events, not like all these other crypto YouTubers or influencers. I'm keeping you guys updated with indicators that you need to be aware of to understand how liquidity shifts and pretty much get rid of all the FUD and be able to decipher exactly what is good information from what is not. Right now, we've been keeping up with indicators around Bitcoin dominance, the price action around Ethereum, to let us know exactly if altcoins are going to have the liquidity that they need. Right now, everything is looking quite good, even though a lot of altcoin investors have already capitulated their bags, which is really crazy. But I want to walk you guys through those charts when altcoin season is potentially going to be happening and exactly what you need to know. Let's jump into it. So guys, like I said, the crypto markets have been trading sideways. Bitcoin sitting at around 98,000, Ethereum sitting at 2695, Bitcoin dominance sitting at around 61%. Like I said, everything is just chopping sideways. Altcoins actually seeing a little bit of green in the market today. A lot of my assets up 14%, 20%. And you want to make sure, guys, that your altcoins are seeing green days like this whenever the markets start to pump. The strongest assets are going to be the first to pump. So you want to make sure that your crypto portfolio is revolved around those assets. But overall, guys, everything is trading sideways, and altcoin investors have shift sentiment pretty much based off of exactly the price action and everything that is going on. A lot of people have already capitulated their bags. The people that don't believe in altcoins, the people that don't believe in exactly the projects that they've been investing in. So people have been reallocating, people have been reinvesting, and also people are trying to hedge their losses by going into USDT as well as Bitcoin and a few other assets. But overall, guys, altcoins are on the verge of a huge rip up based off of price action and a few key zones that we are starting to hit. And this is all based off of previous cycles, previous price action, and exactly when altcoins actually started to run very significantly. We also have a few different perspectives from Crypto Mitchin now talking about exactly the shorts around ETH. He says the amount of shorts on ETH has hit an all-time high. Usually during periods of extreme stress to the downside, shorts are peaking. This liquidity is usually what the markets need to reverse quickly. It's a great sign. So overall, everyone feels really red about the market, so everyone starts shorting the market, and as a result, more than likely, these shorts get swept and all that liquidity gets reversed, which is super bullish, guys, for anyone that is longing the markets, especially for altcoin investors when that price action around Ethereum starts going parabolic. But overall, exactly what is going on with altcoins and when is everything going to be, getting to the top? Like how I said, I think price action around altcoins is pretty much just trending sideways, and Crypto Mitchin now pretty much gives his perspective out around altcoins, and I have the same perspective as well. He says, it feels odd to say, but I'm still very happily positioned into my altcoins. The downside is most likely in or close, which means that the worst period of holding them is over. The fun part is about to come, and I completely agree. Some of my assets, guys, have seen very low, hit some crazy lows. Condex hitting around 1.9, Destra hitting around 16-17 cents, Hash hitting 0.003 in 1 cent, and Chill Guy hitting 0.03. These coins, guys, I feel like they've already hit their lows. We've already seen them revert back to these positions, then start to pump back up, and it's pretty much based off of how specific investors are feeling, people dollar cost averaging, and multiple different aspects around the market. So I really agree with this perspective, as the most of the downside is most likely in, and whenever we see that price action around altcoins is at the end of February moving into March. So everything is pretty much aligning, guys, and if you're still here, more than likely you're going to be seeing some crazy price action, so just get ready for it and be aware. Benjamin Cohen talks about exactly the sentiment in the markets, and this is why I don't want to fill your whole head with a whole bunch of sentiment based off of all different people's perspectives. I just want to give you guys my perspective based off of the price action in the markets and exactly what we previously seen, which I'm actually going to get into the next chart with CryptoCon from the halving cycles and previous cycles when altcoins were dead, and then crazy price action happen, which I want you guys to be aware of. But Benjamin Cohen talks about exactly back in 2019, people on crypto Twitter could post ideas and have reasonable discussions, even with those that disagreed. Now, if you post an opinion that does not align with someone else's, you are automatically labeled a fool. The reality is that no one has any clue what is going to happen in the markets, including and especially me, and me as well, guys. We're all just guessing. So at the end of the day, guys, history doesn't repeat, it rhymes. All we can do is do research based off of previous cycles, have an understanding of how the sentiment is taking place, how price action is looking around specific assets and indicators, and then from there make the best guesstimations based off of the information available. And this is a good post, just letting you know not to get filled up with all the information in your brain. Of course, I'm trying to fill you a little bit of information in your brain to let you know to not get so caught up in all the different perspectives and information, but really understand that you just need to be aware of these specific indicators, how liquidity shifts, so that you don't get squeezed out of the market, and then also understand exactly what is going to drive that price action for altcoins to start running. At the end of the day, don't take anyone too seriously. And also understand that we're all going through this process together. No one has a crystal ball. If someone did, that would be freaking at the top of the world already, and they wouldn't be chilling with us. But overall, CryptoCon is talking about exactly the price action around altcoins, and exactly when everyone declares death to altcoins practically, and everyone feels like everything is just gone and we're not coming back. And this is a great chart just to pretty much give you some perspective how this has happened in previous cycles, guys. It just looks different every time. Of course, it's not going to look exactly the same, which is why nobody can actually super predict it, even though I predicted the crash in January, which was really crazy. Like I said, like, follow, subscribe, keep you guys updated with exactly what you need to know, and I also make some crazy predictions on here. But overall, people are starting to declare death to altcoins again. The last time I heard this was when the SEC was listing off many of them as securities, and exchanges started delisting in June of 2023. Coincidentally, right at the bottom. The market has a funny way of rising from the ashes in a big way after it's declared dead. For many alts, nearly all of their price action for the cycle will likely come this year. Altcoins have always appeared decoupled after new Bitcoin all-time highs until they're not, and they end up taking over in strength. The cycle for both Bitcoin and altcoins is unfazed. And overall, guys, this is based off of the price action that we saw back in 2012, as well as in February of in February of 2017, in January of 2021, and now we're seeing it in February of 2025. I apologize, I keep freaking getting out of the screen. But overall, guys, you can see this price action around these specific assets and exactly how everything played out for altcoins. And more than likely, I've been talking about how we're going to see crazy price action for altcoins moving into March and April, which I plan to take a lot of, gains off of the table. And then I think everything is going to start chopping sideways again until the end of the year, whenever Bitcoin sees a new crazy all-time high, when everything runs up super parabolic and Bitcoin dominance starts running through the roof, hitting that 70% zone. Overall, though, this is why you should still be super bullish, guys. Understand that this has happened in previous cycles, and when everyone is declaring death to altcoins, that's usually a good sign that everything is about to start going crazy. But overall, swiping everything to the side, guys, that is currently what's taking place in the crypto markets. The price action around altcoins, the sentiment around the markets, and exactly what you need to know. No one truly knows what's going to happen. All we can do is base everything off of previous price action in previous cycles, the price action that's currently taking place around Bitcoin and Ethereum and other assets, and then from there understand how liquidity is shifting. Altcoins are seeing ups and downs. Everything is trading sideways right now. So at the end of the day, I think it's really great to start looking at your portfolio, dollar cost averaging, and just waiting for that huge shift up. And if you're keeping up with people like me, I'm going to drop daily content to let you know exactly when sentiment shifts, exactly what you should be doing, and how you need to be positioning yourself. But overall, guys, that is currently what is taking place in the markets. I want to run back through everything really quickly and then tell you guys exactly what I am doing. So everything is trading sideways. Bitcoin is currently trading at around 98,000. Ethereum sitting at around 2692. Bitcoin dominance is sitting at around 61% still. Like how I said, everything has just been trading sideways since last week, and we got that NFP data as well, closing out the week for the US markets. The total 2 chart as well is seeing a little bit of green after deviating like crazy. I think a lot of altcoins have already seen their lows. We've seen Max Payne already. Crypto Mission now talks about this. He says he believes that the downside is most likely in or close, which means that the worst period of holding them is over. And I really believe so too. A lot of altcoins have have made really crazy lows, but then they bounce back because they have strong communities as long as you're invested in the right coins. And that's why I say, guys, whenever we have green days like this, you want to make sure that your assets are one of the assets that are pumping quite significantly. Right now, altcoins, guys, the sentiment is kind of the same. Everyone thinks altcoins are going to be on the huge rip up, or you have the other sentiment that you think everything is dead. But the price action around these assets is really, really key. Everything is aligning, guys. We're hitting specific key zones, which is really pointing to the fact that everything is about to go freaking parabolic. Benjamin Cohen gives a great perspective, pretty much talking about how in 2019 everyone was a little bit more reasonable and you could talk about more ideas, but now you can't really do that, and everyone just gets upset with you for giving a perspective as to what could potentially happen. And I plan to give you guys exactly what I truly believe on this YouTube channel. I do not care what anybody else thinks. I'm gonna give you guys what I think despite all the haters. The reality is that no one has any clue what is going to happen in the markets, and you need to understand that, guys. When you get perspectives from different people, all you can understand is the price action around specific assets, understand how this sentiment is going to pretty much affect the markets, and then from there position yourself the best possible way. CryptoCon gave us a really awesome chart based off of the halving cycles theory, which is a really great chart talking about the others with altcoins. Exactly whenever everyone starts declaring death to altcoins, and that's currently what's been happening, guys, these past few weeks. But usually when this happens, this is whenever we start to see crazy price action around altcoins and Bitcoin. And I think this is going to be happening in March, April, and then also at the end of the year. So swiping everything to the side, guys, that is currently what is taking place in the crypto markets. Everything is trading sideways. A lot of people believe that we're pretty much already at max pain. We already seen the massive lows for a lot of altcoins, which I really believe, but it's all based off of the assets that you're invested in. Many assets respond different to the markets based off of the price action, and also some coins are still up as opposed to a few others. So some of them have not seen local bottoms, but at the end of the day, this is where you really need to understand your altcoins, your perspectives, and then from there exactly how you want to position yourself. I have been dollar cost averaging. I'm anticipating altcoins to get a crazy rip up, like how I said, in March, in April, and whenever that happens, I plan to take profits very significantly. And then from there, I hope everything starts to pretty much trade sideways, which is what happened in previous cycles. And then we saw the last crazy rip up at the end of the year, October, November, which was the last rip for pretty much Bitcoin dominance, and then everything shifted into altcoins. So that's pretty much my predictions and pretty much what's going on in the crypto markets. But if you're new to the channel, go and check out the rest of my content. I'm an intermediate trader documenting my journey, showing you guys my wins, my losses, keeping you guys updated on the day-to-day events and exactly what you need to know. Right now is a key time to lock in and understand exactly what is happening in the markets and the price action around these assets. New to the channel, drop me a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think of my perspectives, and let me know exactly what you think is going to be happening for altcoins. I really love to hear everyone's perspective and also exactly what everyone is holding. But I'm going to keep you guys updated with everything that is going on, so stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.